Welcome, everyone. Welcome to your Wednesday midweek mini. Now, I've dedicated Wednesdays to Rants because, oh my God, the overwhelming amount of people who told me they love Rants. Now, if you want Rants, I still do daily Rants. It's just in my Patreon, but it's only $3 a month donation. So all you got to do, go to patreon.com/love and murder, join for $3 a month donation. You get daily Rants and so much more just for the $3 donation. So you help Lamb, you help yourself, join us over there. However, I dedicated Wednesdays, so you do get at least one Rants, and we call it Midweek Mini True Crime Rants. That's kind of long. I might rename it. Either way, in today's rant, this is about a woman who stabbed her boyfriend in the eye with a rabies needle. First of all, the insanity to do that. And second of all, the reason she did it. Before we get into this, if you haven't listened to Sunday's episode, you gotta go back and listen to that. This evil, deranged piece of trash mother drowned her disabled daughter and then just left her body there to rot. Just listen to Sunday's episode. If you missed it, I do have the link in the show notes below, so catch that. Now, let's get into this. 44-year-old Sandra Jimenez had gotten into an argument with her longtime boyfriend, who is not named. The argument was, as they say, quote, an ongoing argument. So that means it was a long argument. And this argument was about him, quote, looking at other women. Now, this argument actually started outside of the home, in the car, on the way home. And when they got home, it continued. Now, when they got home, this is when it got physical. The boyfriend said, he was tired of this argument, whatever. He laid down on the couch. He just wanted it to be over. And that's when Sandra decided to jump on him with 2 rabies needles in either hand and stab him in the eyes with it. Now, the reason they even had these rabies needles was because the dogs were supposed to be getting their rabies shots. One of the needles did puncture one eye. And right after she did this, Sandra ran from the scene. The boyfriend called 911 and was taken to the hospital and treated. Police went in search of Sandra after speaking with her longtime boyfriend at the hospital, and they found her sleeping inside her car outside of the residence. She told detectives that he did this to himself. Like, why would I ever do this? He's the one who picked up rabies needles and just in a fit of, I can't believe I was looking at other women, stabbed his own self in the eye. I mean, he is dedicated to me after all. Did she think that would fly? I don't understand that. She was arrested on the charge of aggravated battery and taken to jail. And she pled not guilty. She said, not guilty, Your Honor. I didn't do this. Look, he did this to himself. I'm telling you, he was so overcome with the fact that he was looking at other women and not just my gorgeous face, that he just took the rabies needles and stabbed himself in the eye. Anyway, she ended up bonded out and she's currently under house arrest. She does have a public defender assigned to her case, and she has an arraignment hearing for December 26th. And that is the case of Sandra Jimenez and her rabies needles. Wow. This is another Florida man episode. Well, Florida woman. Anyway, this was a short and sweet episode. What did you think about that craziness? First of all, she's crazy enough. Now, I wonder if this guy was actually, like, some people don't even want you to look at the waiter, waitress, whoever. They only want you to look straight ahead. So if you're talking to somebody of the opposite sex, you got to look straight ahead. If you ever watch 90 Day Fiancé, there's a girl like that on there. She was in the Philippines, I think, and her guy was somewhere in the United States, and they would be on the phone 24/7, so she could watch what he's doing. He was on a flight one time, and you don't choose your seat, especially if it's just you by yourself. Whoever sits next to you sits next to you. So a girl sat next to him, and she lost her shit. She was like, oh my God, you're cheating on me. What did y'all talk about? You're trying to get with her. It's like, what the are you serious? So now I bring all this up to say, I wonder if he was actually looking at other women, or he was just like, how you glance like, okay, you talk to the cashier. Yes. Have a great day. Something like that. I wonder what the extent of because she's crazy enough to stab him in the eye with some rabies needles. So I wouldn't put it past her if he was literally just saying, here's a tip. Thanks for a great service at the restaurant or whatever. And she's like, oh my God, did you tip her? You love her. You want to leave me for her. Ah! I wouldn't be surprised. And then the other thing is, why stay with that? That is totally a form of manipulation and abuse. And you need to get out of relationships like this because Exhibit A, you'll get stabbed in the eye with a rabies needle. Oh my God. Anyways, what did you think of the craziness of that episode and how that escalated quickly? And then she ran and then went to sleep in her car because nobody looks in the car to find the victims. And then she said he did it to herself. And then she pled not guilty. And then the ultimate is that they have her back in the house. Where is he? What kind of craziness? Hey, yeah, you stabbed your boyfriend in the eye. We're going to put you on house arrest. So now you can never leave the house until we get you to prison or whatever we're doing with you. Yeah, make sure you don't stab him in the eye again. You know, look at this piece of paper. This piece of paper right here. This piece of paper right here means you cannot stab him in the eye. Do you understand, Miss Sandra? This piece of paper is going to protect him. Ugh. Hopefully he's sane enough that he's not in the same house. She could be in the house by herself. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'll see you in the next rant. Bye.